Hey guys, I got my webcam to work. Woot! Quite an awesome accomplishment for me. I finally got it working, but I think I'm going to stick to the screen recorder thing for now, because I do end up liking this quality, actually. But anyway, here's a battle with that kid Brye from my AIM, and he's been asking a battle for a long time, and he finally just called me at the right time. So I lead with Jirachi. He switches into Blaziken to take my Iron Head, and I guess he predicted it pretty well because I did end up going for the Iron Head. So he goes for the Fire Blast, and that's not very effective on Salamence, and he withdraws, and I'm thinking that means it's probably Scarfed, and I'm just going to go for the Dragon Dance because I kind of suspected it was Scarf. But anyway, he goes into a Gyarados, and I really don't feel like staying in with Salamence, and that is because I have Porygon 2, which is an epic Gyarados counter, if I don't say so myself. So he goes for a Dragon Dance, and I really don't think he's going to stay in, so I decided to go for the Thunder Wave just to paralyze something on the switch. But he actually stays in, so I guess he doesn't know the epicness that is the Porygon 2. And I'm just going to go for the Discharge, and he lives it barely, just because Porygon 2's special attack isn't, completely great, and this is EV'd in, defense and HP. And I get the Paralyze anyway, so it's pretty awesome. And that means I'm going to be able to outspeed, and I just go for the Ice Beam, just in case he feels like switching. But he doesn't, so I just kill him with Ice Beam. So that's pretty epic for me, and Porygon 2 is epic. So now he goes into Gengar, and my taunt wear off, which is really convenient, so I'm just going to go for the Thunder Wave. He's going to go for the Focus Blast, and while Porygon 2 doesn't have great special defense, he still takes it he survives, which is better than I thought it would be. But yeah, I do survive and get the T-Wave off, and I'm going to be a little risky here and go for the Recover, and he's going to get a pretty bad miss on Hypnosis, so that was pretty bad for him, and Porygon 2 got a chance to heal, and now I'm going to switch into Shaman just in case he feels like going for the Hypnosis again, but then he gets paralyzed, so that's not good at all. And I'm just going to set up the Leech Seed, and pretty much just to see what he does and maybe get some health back. And he goes for the Shadow Ball, and that does okay damage to Shaman, I guess. And he's going to go into Shaman of his own, but I thought he'd stay in Shadow Ball again, so I went for the Rest, but instead he just goes into Shaman. So I switch out because Shaman is Natural Cure, so it doesn't really matter a whole lot if that he's asleep, because I can switch out and get rid of the sleep. And he gets scared away from the Infernape, and I go for the Flamethrower as he goes back into Blaziken, and I see that it's going to be a 2-hit KO, and I decide just to stay in and see what he does. And he actually tried to predict the switch into Salamence, and thank God he over-predicted there, because I'm able to take down the Infernape with Flamethrower. And unfortunately for me, though, Infernape's going to be taken down with the Life Orb recoil, but that's pretty worth it for me because I got to get rid of that really annoying Blaziken. So now he goes into Evire, and I'm just going to go for the Psychic since it's my strongest move, and he goes into this thing. And Skarmory doesn't have great special defense. In fact, he has not very good special defense at all, so it looks like it might be a 2-hit KO, and then I got a special defense drop, so now it's definitely a 2-hit KO. And he doesn't even bother switching, and he just lets his Skarmory die, which is pretty good for me, I must say. So now he's really in a pickle. He goes back into Shaman, and I go into Jirachi, thinking he might Seed Flare, and I really don't feel like taking a Seed Flare on Alakazam. So instead I just stay in Jirachi and go for the Fire Punch. He goes for the Seed Flare, I guess predicting the switch, because he actually uses Hidden Power Fire next. So he tried to predict a switch there, and then went for the Seed Flare, but I didn't give it to him. I go for the Fire Punch, and it's super effective, and I'm just going to keep going for it. He goes for the Hidden Power Fire, does some respectable damage to Jirachi, but it's still, I'm going to be able to finish him off with a Fire Punch before he kills me with Hidden Power Fire, I figure, so I go for it again. And he actually thought I'd switch again because he tried to go for the sub, but I didn't give it to him, so that sucks a lot for him. And I'm going to be able to take down the Shaman with Fire Punch, so that's pretty awesome. So now he's in real trouble. He goes into this Electivire thing, and I go back into Porygon 2, kind of to scout the move, just to take the hit, because Porygon 2 has really epic defense. I was kind of hoping he might go for Thunder Punch, since I can get his Volt Absorb. But he gets a crit, and he ends up taking down my Porygon 2, so that's kind of sad. I go into Alakazam, and I'm just going to go for Psychic, since it's my strongest move, and I know his 2 Pokemon left are Electivire and Gengar. So I take down the Gengar, and I know his thing is Life Orbed, so it's pretty much good game, because I'm going to be able to kill him or near kill him with Psychic, and there's nothing, he can't do anything after that. But I do want to KO. So rate, comment, subscribe, guys, and great game, Brye. Alright, see you next time, dudes. Bye. And today's question of the day is, what is your favorite day of the week? I do like today because it happens to feel like a Sunday. And Sunday is my favorite day of the week because there's absolutely nothing to do on Sunday except for sit back, relax, and in football season, watch football. But for the reason today feels like a Sunday for me is because I'm finally done work. So I'm going to be able to enjoy my day tomorrow, and that's going to be cool. But yeah, leave a comment about your favorite day of the week.